right, we back again. It is the Rewind podcast. Kev Nash in the building. And once again, my guy, Mike Wilson, is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Appreciate everybody checking out last week's podcast, man. Had my homie Killer B back in the building. AP, we did DMX, Dark and Hell is Hot, man. If you haven't checked that episode out, definitely check it out. So I got my guy on here, Mike Wilson, man. This is gonna be very interesting, man. A lot of people may be looking at this saying, like, I thought this was a hip hop podcast. Well, it's a music podcast, and we doing Donell Jones' second album, Where I Want to Be. Now, first off, I was gonna do this album. I was gonna dip into R&B albums, but thanks to R. Kelly being a scumbag, Donell Jones got moved up the ladder. So I won't be reviewing any R. Kellys on this. So Donell Jones gets the honor of being the first R&B CD that we review here on the pod, man. So as we always do, man, we got to look back at the year of 1999 and remind people of some of the R&B albums that came out in 99. And if you know any, Mike, chime in. So we got Mary J. Blige, her album Mary, Macy Gray. We got Khalees with Kaleidoscope. We got Genuine, 100%. We got TLC, Fan Mail, Destiny's Child, The Writings on the Wall, Blackstreet, Finally, Casey and JoJo, The Real, 702 with 702, Case with Personal Conversations, Missy, The Real World, and your boy Cisco, Unleashing the Dragon back in 99, man. Did I miss any?
Hey, that Cisco CD had some slow bangers on it. That's a slept-on album. That stayed in the rotation.
For sure, man. So, Mike, What was going on with you in the year of 1999?
Whoo! You already know where I was.
Facto.
The great Wright State University. 99 when this dropped, I believe in October. Actually about to start pledging.
Okay.
So it was a lot of get them last minute kicking it out your system and all that. You were very close to that process. You was around,
Yeah.
But that's just where I was, man. Just getting my mind right, getting focused, trying to have the last little bit of fun. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and 99, that was part of my get my shit together year. I think a lot of people go through that when they go to college. Most people go through that like their first year in college. Like they wild out, they have a good time, and they get a slap of reality. I didn't get that. My first year at Wright State was pretty by the books, man. It was, I think, what anybody would want their first college experience to be. They had some fun, met new people, but my grades were fine. Everything was good. I went down the shitter my sophomore year. That's when everything took a turn for the worse. Grades, not going to any class. Well, I got the syllabus. I know when the tests are. Yeah. I'll cram. I'll pull an all-nighter and cram and end up getting a horrible grade and was just like totally out of it. Just all I cared about was kicking it and girls.
Yes.
And something that we're going to put out early on this here episode. A lot of these conversations we're going to have were a long time ago, and we're two totally different men now. We're grown men. We're married men. You have two beautiful children. We are grown-ups now.
Yes.
But back in the day, we were doing things a little different, and we thought a little different. So, we've grown a lot. So put that out there early on in the pod, man. So in 99, man, like you said, this album dropped. And something that you and I had, and also AP, we used to have these competitions about slow jam mixtapes.
Yes.
And something that I give you a lot of credit for me, was transitioning me out of the only R. Kelly type of R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gave me the keys to Maxwell, like that type of R&B, the more mature type of R&B. And this
Yeah.
CD from Donell Jones continues that, man. So where was you at with the whole R&B vibes back in the 90s?
So back in the 90s, and that you bring up Maxwell, so I wasn't big on like the Maxwell vibe of R&B, and I actually borrowed that CD from my boy Trey Hunter. And once I listened to it, I was like, okay, this is the soundtrack for when you're trying to smash somebody older. So I was like, I need to add this to the repertoire.
Yeah.
So, but back in the 90s, like, it was some dope R&B being put out. That range from if you're trying to get it popping with like a hood rat to somebody who got their shit together to a more mature one. So it was like you had to know how to navigate that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to get it popping with somebody older and you put on, Pushing Inside of You by Sons of Funk, then it's gonna be a problem. So it was
heavy rotation.
So it was definitely just learning your audience for me, and then just me always just being a music fan, just whatever really caught my attention, what I really like. So I knew it was various forms of R&B, and for me, Maxwell was my guy for the older situation, but Donell Jones was like, he covered everything for me.
Yeah.
From everything.
Yeah, and you bring that up, man. And so I want to dip into this, man. This is something I was been thinking about all week long, like what makes a perfect R&B CD. And you talk about the Maxwell style, but you talk about the Donell Jones style, like how he covered all bases. So these are some of the things that I think a ultimate R&B CD needs. Needs, obviously, your love making song.
Yes.
The Take Another Dude song. Of course, the party song. The breakup song, which this album has probably the best breakup song of all time.
Yes.
The setup song, because in all actuality, that's what most of life is the setup.
Yes.
The Save 'Em song, because
yes,
got to have a Save 'Em song. You got to be rescuing her from a bad relationship.
Yes.
And a very slept on song that every R&B guy must have is the Stalker song.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So
yes.
when you talk about Donell Jones covering bases, he covers all of these. Because, you got, we talked about R. Kelly a little bit before, but, he mainly stuck in the love making and the party songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got your lane. Like Trey Songz is like that type of guy. You got that love making and the party songs. Like, not every R&B guy can hit all those. Like Usher, Confessions. I think he checks all the boxes on this, which is another R&B joint we definitely got to review. But for me, man, I found it very difficult listening to this CD only because it's so great. I'm going to say 0 skips.
Without a doubt.
0 skips on here, because I remember playing certain songs at Wright State, like our bowling alley parties, like off of this. Not just like the super popular songs, but, what I'm saying, quote unquote, the setup songs.
Yes.
Because as a DJ, what you're trying to do is set it up for everybody.
Yes.
You want everybody to, quote unquote, have a happy ending. And most importantly, you want your boys to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So
you have the Christmas situation. So I'm no.
Yes. Throwing oops out here. So as I'm listening back to this CD, man, I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at everybody else for not giving this CD as much love as it deserved, because I found this CD, a young lady at the university was hanging out at her crib. Her and her girls are playing it, talking about how much they love this CD and everything like that. And so I'm just ear hustling, and I'm seeing the combos that they having. And I'm listening to the music, and I'm seeing the reaction to songs. And I'm like, oh, This is the power of music. Not only do songs have to have a good beat and a good melody and a good hook, but it's subject matter. What
Mm-hmm.
they're saying matters, and especially in R&B, it matters what they're saying.
Yeah.
So after I stole the CD from her,
Nigga thieving.
held on to that for a little minute, then got my own and returned it. It was in heavy rotation on my radio show at Wright State, man.
Yes. And to show you the power of that CD, so I'm about to take a quick step back, real quick.
All good, brother.
So, do you remember you and Jay Rand were doing the mixtapes?
Yes, yes.
Do you remember I had the song that was on there in my brief wanting to be a rapper career?
Yes.
The line I had on there was, I threw on the Donell Jones one. Or I said, the line was like, I threw on the Donell Jones CD, the one with Where I Want to Be. That was the line, because when I say that Donell Jones album was like, whoo. But just that was just a quick step back. But yeah, I'm with you. It was powerful.
How much run do you think this got outside of our circle?
Whew. I can say this. When I moved to Tampa, linked up with a couple cats down there I was cool with, everybody had it in their rotation. Everybody had it. Like, that was their go-to. Like, we would go to the spot on the late night to go eat. And it was like on campus at USF, and it would be young ladies there, the co-eds. And it was like always cats would be like, yeah, I'm trying to take her back to the spot. Yeah, I got that Donell Jones ready. So you knew what it was. So it was like everybody had that in the rotation. So it got a lot of burn. It got some burn.
Yeah, man. I'm looking back at it. It only produced 3 singles, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how could a CD like this that had so much run like in our circle, and you're telling me it had run outside, didn't get the burn that it deserved, man. I caught his episode of I want to say Behind the Music that comes on TV1. He's from Chicago, and he hooked up with LaFace. You know what I'm saying? Like, before Outkast, LaFace was a straight R&B label.
Yes.
And I was looking at some of the production credits. Man, Eddie F.
Yeah.
From Heavy D did some production on here, man. So it's a lot that goes into this album, man. He's a slept-on dude, man. Very slept-on dude, man.
Yes,
so you
sir.
ready to get into a little track-by-track breakdown, man?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we gonna put these two together. The album version and the version that everybody knows. What's up with Left Eye.
Yes.
This is the party song.
Yes.
This is the first single out the gate. Video is classic. You got Left Eye coming through with the wind hitting her in the face. You got the cape and shit, all white. R.I.P. to Left Eye, man. Just a quality party song. It's one of those songs you can always throw on at a party on the early side, and people still know the words and everything like that. I noticed that Anthony Hamilton got some writing credit on here as well, man. Where was you at with it?
First of all, great party song. Like, I felt like that was the one the DJs was gonna throw on pretty early. It's not nothing that's gonna really wow the crowd, but you gonna know the words, and you might move a little bit. The thing about this song, like you said, Anthony Hamilton got writer's credit, but also Inga Willis, which she is like so slept on. She didn't written for NSYNC, Carlos Santana, Lauryn Hill, and I mean she was fairly young when she helped write this. She was our age actually at the time, and she done some big things in music. She don't get the love she should, or recognize how she should. HBCU grad, went to Howard, all that. But this song, man, listen, this song was a proper start to this album. So I rock with it. I love both versions of it.
Okay.
Like the one with Left Eye, one without Left Eye. The remix or the original. So I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, we off to a good start. And this is another mood setter, man. Shorty got her eyes on me.
Whoo.
Straight club vibes, man. It's like I said, man. Like guys have their lane, and his lane mainly is the setup, but he touches on other subject matters. But this is one of those setup songs, you know.
Yes.
This he paints the perfect picture wherever you're at. You're at a hole in the wall. You at a big club. You at the mall. You see her. She sees you. Y'all make the good eye contact.
Yes.
You're trying to make the play. You're trying to make the play for later on.
Yes. Like this song was so one of them. I was like, it's very situational where you done been there. You know, whether you at, you know, Aristos, whether you at W.O. Rice, whether you at the SNS, you know what I'm saying? And you lock eyes like, okay, you feeling that, you feeling them glares coming. You like, okay, I rock with it. And this song, the video, I remember seeing the video. I walked through my living room going to my bedroom and the video was on. And like, I just glanced at it and kept walking. If you ever seen the video or remember seeing the video, when it starts, he has like a hat on, like a leather and a chain. And I thought it was LL Cool J for some reason. He looked like LL in the video, like when I glanced real quick. And I'm like, oh shit, LL singing and shit? You know? And then I remember coming back and looking, I was like, oh shit, that's Donell. Because in the video, he had, I don't know his real name. I don't know his government name, but old boy that played Steel from Juice, Sam, Lean on Me,
Sam.
was in the video.
You smoke crack, don't you?
What Joe? So yeah, that song, perfect song, perfect.
Absolutely, man. And the song that we're all here for, the title track, without a doubt, the best song on the album. At least in my opinion. I don't know where you at with it.
Okay.
This Is Where I Want to Be, the best breakup song of all time.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
It's top 5.
Okay.
It's top 5.
Give me some other ones. Give me some other joints I need to check out then.
End of the Road, Boys to Men.
Okay.
Broken Hearted by Brandy.
Ooh.
X Factor by Lauryn Hill. Not Gonna Cry, Mary J. Blige. Like, but Donnell's in that top 5. That's top 5 breakup songs.
Okay. This is the second single out the gate. And this is the one, man. It reminds me of a scene in the Harlem Nights.
Okay.
He just got done dealing with Sunshine. She just put it on him. Picks up the horn. Yeah, put your mother on the phone. Yeah, Amy, I ain't never coming home again. Have a good life.
Have a good life. And drop the tear shit. Feels good. Hey, dude.
Like, fuck it, I left my wife and kid. Fuck it. Fuck it. She got some kill.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, man. Another story about this song. Our guy, Nate Perry. He was going through a situation.
Okay.
Names won't be used.
Right.
But he was going through a situation. It's like, yo, shit just wasn't working out. It was me, it was you, it was Nate, Jimmy Mack was there, and he was explaining the situation. And then he like, yeah, it's a wrap. It's like, oh, so you hit her with that where you want to be? Nigga, when I say I fucking lost it, nigga, I fucking hit the ground. And the look on my nigga face, he could have killed me, dog. Like, because y'all relationship, it was different from me. Because this is my guy. This is my ace from day one, man. So yes. I would never wreck my guy. But that y'all used to roast heavy.
Yes.
So to see me laughing at the situation.
Dude. Yes. That is, and I was gonna tell a similar story. So again, Jimmy Mack.
Artless.
Dude. I won't tell the people involved's name. He sees me. I'm in Pepper Tree Apartments. Jimmy Mack rolls up on me and says, hey man, I just seen such and such. Man, she looking bad. I'm like, damn, what's going on with her? He was like, man, think old boy hit her with the where I want to be. I said, huh? And this was the first time I'd ever heard it. I was like, huh? It's like, yeah, man, hit it with the Where I Want to Be. And he starts singing it. Dude, Kev, I lost my shit, man. I lost it. I was like, something really wrong with this dude. But yes.
I mean,
the Where I Want to Be.
Where I Want to Be, man. I mean, when we talk about lyrics matter, we talk about lyrics matter in rap all the time, but lyrics matter in R&B as well, man. This dude says, girl, the love that we share is real, but in time, your heart will heal. I'm not saying I'm gone, but I have to find what life is like without you.
Right.
Nigga, that's cold.
Bars. Bars.
Like, and throughout the whole song, you talk about how much he love this girl and he don't want to hurt her. But that's some cold-blooded shit, player.
Hey, yeah, he had to get up out of there. He had to bust some moves. And shout out, wasn't Carl Kanai in the video? Wasn't that
Yes.
Carl? Yeah, Carl Kanai. Carl Kanai was in the video.
The actress that played the lead woman in there, I just watched the video like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
She was crushed. She was selling that shit.
Yeah. Her soul was hurt. Yes.
Oh my goodness, man. So we on the track 4, man. Have you seen her?
Yes.
Stalker cut.
Oh yeah, it got stalker vibes to it.
So like nowadays, young boys out there and gals, you know, you get your stalk on IG. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see what's going on with them in the last 5 to 10 days, man. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed to say it, man. Back in my day, you know what I'm saying? You know that her and her crew like to hang out at the hangar, or they like to hang out at Allen Hall or whatever. So you make sure you in your finest fits, and you make sure you do that good walk by. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
see what's popping with her. Make sure she know that you still interested, man. So that's where I was at with. Have you seen it? Where was you at with it, bro?
It was. I mean, this is a dope cut. Like you said, it's very stalkerish. But it's done in a dope way that I was like, okay, I can dig it. I can see. Like she must have been bad for him to see her, like he said, I think in traffic. And was like, damn. Like you 2 or 3 days later, you still looking for her, huh? But I feel it. It was a dope cut. Very dope cut.
Yeah, man. This whole album is full of dope cuts, man. And so we on to the next jump. And This Love. This is another setup song. This is setting it up. This is all about the setup, man. You know, it also has Take Another Girl vibes to it as well. Where's you at with it?
See, this is the only thing I didn't like about the album. Because not that I don't like the song, I just think the tempo of the album, the flow of it got interrupted a little bit by this one. Yes, it's a setup song, but it's like, it's not real up tempo, it's mid, you know, and up to that point, you've been slowing it down a little bit. So that interrupts my flow at that time. And that's what I always thought. And I remember one day sitting there listening to it and was like, damn, I wish I could like make a CD, cut this out so it just keeps slow. You know, I had no idea about burning a CD. You did, we know for sure.
Yes.
So I was like, man, if I could cut this out and just throw it at the beginning or the end, I'd be good.
Yeah.
It's really fucking up the vibe, the flow. But other than that, I like the song, though. Don't get me wrong.
For sure. So we on the track 6, All Her Love. Now, me and my boy RDP used to have a saying. He ain't my friend when we trying to take or get with somebody else's girl. Like, he ain't my dude, so whatever they got going on ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's exactly what this song is all about, man. Creeping with another dude's girl. And hey,
hold on, Ted. This song, it has some sucker vibe to it. He's the side piece.
Yes.
But he wants to be more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on. So she done put you on, she got a dude, like, just play your role, just chill, you know, get the skins and be happy. But like he following around the mall. Like he said, he saw her in the mall. She trying on diamond rings. You know, he's sad and hurt. Like, relax, my guy. Like, just play your role and enjoy it. But yeah, it's still a dope song.
Yeah.
It shows his vulnerability. It shows, like, honestly, like, damn, I want to be her dude.
Yeah. And like you said, man, he says, well, can't make no plans, got me so frustrated.
Yes.
Because in my heart, I want you so desperately. Like you said, like she got his nose wide open.
Got him gone.
Gone. All right, so we on to track 7, man. It's all right. It's another setup song, man. Where's you at with it?
Hey, dope song. Dope. Hey, you talk about setup. It's CP3 at the top of the key, crossover to the lane, throwing the oop to DeAndre Jordan with Brandon Knight under the rim. Like it's body bag. Like, hey, setup is the perfect word for this. So I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. Like I can't say nothing else about it besides it's a great setup song. And like we said before earlier, man, that's what R&B CDs are about, man. It's about the setup, you know what I'm saying, and guys playing their role because you can't get your ultimate goal without the setup.
Hey,
like you can't just come out the gate like you said with Sons of Funk and freaking Adina Howard and the Jamie Foxx cut. You know what I'm saying? T-shirt in your panties. You just can't play that soon as she come over to the crib.
Right. Like y'all both know what y'all there for, but at least pretend and act like you're not there for that. Like lie to her a little bit. You know, just don't jump out there like, hey, we straight to the bedroom. I mean, now if she was a jump off or something like that, and, you know, she has that rep, then it's, hey, let's hop to it. But if you know, have some respect for the young lady and, you know, at least lie a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the setup.
Respect her enough to lie.
Exactly. There you go.
So we on to track 8, man. Think about it. Now, you're probably like this song. This is I. This is just an I song for me.
Come on, kid.
You break it down, brother. Break it down.
Kid, it's the best song on the CD. My favorite.
Let's hear it.
Hey. Super slow tempo. It's like, hey, that's the action starter there. Like if you're making a slow jam CD, this is going to be like when you're transitioning from like the setup, maybe a second setup, maybe a little something slower, but not super slow. Hey, that's the one when you get into the action. That is the one, Kev.
I'm listen to it again.
Come on, Kev.
That's the one. As much as I just think it's an alright song, we got a little interlude.
Yes, sir.
Don't call
me.
Now, like we said earlier in the podcast, these conversations and these stories are from another life. So, if you ever been in a relationship or been kicking it with a girl and your side piece is blowing up your phone or blowing or popping up at certain events that you're DJing or popping up at the radio station or just plain old popping up, sometimes you got to check them. Sometimes you got to check them and let it be known like, hey, man, this is not the move. And that's exactly what this interlude is. And I mean, Donell Jones, his singer part is great. But the brother talking at the beginning.
Hey. And Craig, me and my brother Kev always talk about the guy that does the speaking part sounds just like my cousin Terrence. And I swear when we first heard it, we was like, and we looked at each other like, damn, don't that sound like T? But you're absolutely right. He was the star of the song. He was the star, Kev. Like, even if they were just in the studio acting, he's lived that part before.
Facts.
But he said it with conviction, like he was looking dead, like, hey, like, damn, like, you know, come on. So but that interlude, Donell was the guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the speaking part, show stealer. He was the guy.
Facts.
He was the guy.
Now you gotta remember, you know what I'm saying? We in our early 20s when this comes out, so I can only imagine what somebody like in 25, 30 when they listen to this album, because in all actuality, this is meant for them. This isn't really meant for kids in college. This is people are living on their own. Because I mean, he says in there, you can't be calling me, pressuring me. You know, I live with my girl.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine your side piece calling the house and you just so happen to pick up the phone, like, and your girl sitting on the couch ready for movie night. Like, yeah, we hooping tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be there early. Yeah.
Right.
I got the. No, you got my ball. Yeah. I'm gonna tell T to come too. 9 o'clock. Got you.
Hey, been there before. Been there. Matter of fact, back then. Matter of fact, at the same location. Now, again, this is long time ago.
Right.
But you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because you were there. Do you remember?
Careful.
Right. We were online at the time. So we pledged him, me, Nate, Jimmy, and Steve.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Steve had to leave my crib. And the people there were me, you, Nate, Lab Show, and AP.
Okay. We lit.
Do you remember this night?
Yes.
So it was around that time, Frank. Not that night, but around that time. Sitting at the crib, on the couch, phone rings. Hello? The young lady I'm involved with at the time was sitting right there. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. What's up with you? Like I go straight, like I'm talking to a straight friend, dude, you know, one of my niggas. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop through later on. Hang up the phone. Phone rings right back before I walk, because the phone was like right in the kitchen. We had like a phone in the apartment because I didn't have a cell phone. A lot of people didn't at that time. Phone rings again. Hello? Oh yeah. I'm sitting there thinking, like, I'm so glad she didn't get up and answer this phone, first and foremost. Second of all, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm almost talking to the young lady that on the other end of the phone, like, don't you and I have an understanding here? Like, you're really stepping out of bounds here. Like, respect my house. Like, respect my house. So yeah. I felt that.
You blowing up the spot, man. I love that interlude, man. So this is the Save 'Em song. He Won't Hurt You. And you got to have a song like this in your repertoire. Because, hey, like you said, we've all been there. We've all been there trying to get with another dude's girl. But I have experience with a girl that I'm, you know what I'm saying, digging, and her dude is just grimy. Like, you know, every dude is grimy, especially in their younger days. But he was just reckless. Difference between being grimy and reckless. Dude was reckless. So, hey, I'll play Captain Sable. Like I said before, he ain't my friend. He messing it up. I'll gladly step in, without a doubt.
Hey, but Donell went a little too far with this one, though.
Okay, break it down, bro.
I love the song. But like the opening line when he says, he don't treat you like he used to because he got somebody else. Like, hold on, Donell. Damn, bro.
Why you snitching?
Right. Like, come on, man. Like, I used to always be a believer of, if you're going to pursue the young lady, and she got a dude, don't hate on him to get her.
Right.
Like, just, you know, shoot your best shot.
Yeah.
You either going to be Curry or you're going to be KCP. You know what I'm saying? Like one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Just don't shit on old buddy. Just to get an old girl. But Donell, I mean, it was a dope song though. Don't get me wrong. But when Donell started that out, I was like, whoa, hold on, Donell. Like, wait a minute. But it's a dope song. It is. It's your hater. It's a hater cut.
Yeah,
but that's
hater,
okay.
Save them. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So you're on the track 10, man, pushing. You know, this is another borderline party cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep on pushing me away. Like it's just one of those songs. It's filler, but it's still a good track.
Very fillerish. Very fillerish. I don't hate it, but it's probably my least favorite song on the album. Again, I don't hate it though. But basically because and I'm not a big up tempo R&B guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like mid tempo to very slow is where I'm at. That's my wheelhouse. That's what I love. But this it was cool. It was cool. It was alright.
Okay. Now that we on to my second favorite song on the album, I Wanna Love You. This is a smash. This is a smoker. This is, you talked about you should be in full action. You got to be in full action if this is on. This is a, you don't play this for the jump off.
Right. There you
You
go.
play this for the one. You really like her.
Right.
You want to hold her hand in the mall.
Yes. This is you got a girl who went to Trotwood, maybe came from like Beaver Creek. You don't put this on for the Gettysburg, East Dayton, like that's not their wheelhouse. They're more, like I said, Sons of Funk. They that one. But this song, like you was doing some love making when this came on.
Yeah.
You wasn't smashing, you was love making. You know what I'm saying? You might even been kissing, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have been doing some like heavy patting and kissing when this song comes on. But yeah, this was cut. This was the cut.
For sure, man. And then we on the track 12, the last one we gonna review, man. When I Was Down, obviously got the Curtis Mayfield sample on here, man. I mean, that sample, we was talking about samples on the last pod with DMX, and they sampled Phil Collins, Feeling the Air Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, that AP was like, yeah, that's been sampled like over 90 times in hip hop. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times this Curtis Mayfield has been sampled. This has been sampled a billion times.
Dude, Curtis Mayfield's family is probably collecting crazy money off the sample of this. Because I mean, it's Freddie's Dead is such a like overly sampled thing. I mean, it's a super popular song, just based off A, Curtis Mayfield making it. B, it was on the Superfly soundtrack. But the amount of times this song, even down to, the bass or the guitar on it, it's been overly sampled. But I still liked it here on this album. I didn't hate it. Like I've heard some songs where I've heard a sample, and I'm like, y'all shouldn't have used that. Because either A, the artist was whack, or B, the song was just shit. But this one, it was well done. It was cool. I didn't dislike it at all.
Yeah, man. And you, my go-to guy for new music. Obviously, you really hit me to Griselda. I've been banging a lot of Benny lately, a lot of Conway. Still trying to get used to West Side Gun.
Hey, listen. Have you checked out Ransom yet?
Yes.
Love that guy. Love Ransom. But go ahead. My bad.
So, what's some R&B albums of this generation that I need to have on the playlist? Because outside of like Ari Lennox, like I don't really have like a strong vibe of what's dope and what's not.
From this generation, I'm not sure if you're hip to it's two guys they're called Division. Division is their second album. I cannot remember the name of the album. But it is fire. Division. God, what else R&B wise? Oh, that's a tough question. You caught me with it. Of course, God, what is it? The young lady, Snow.
No.
Is it Allegra Snow? Snow Allegra? Allegra Snow? One of them.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Her latest album is fire. Oh, that's a tough one, man. And me, I listen to so much older stuff that was hot back when.
Yeah.
When it comes to R&B, whether it be a Maxwell or a Donell Jones, because the Donell Jones album that came out after this one, man, listen, had some slow bangers. Man, I'm gonna have to think on that. I'm gonna have to think
good.
Because I keep, of course, Love Deluxe by Sade in heavy rotation, and I keep Urban Hang Suite by Maxwell in heavy rotation, and my favorite R&B album of all time I keep in rotation, the first 112 by 112.
Woo!
Hey,
home run. Now, hey. It's one of the program directors at the radio station. We was talking about Maxwell before the world fucking stopped and
right.
everything like that. And I don't know how we got on this conversation about Maxwell. And I was like, well, what's Maxwell's best album? And I said the one with Pretty Wings. Like, that's my favorite. Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. So break it down.
Kev, first Maxwell album, from start to finish, no skips. And after he's done with his upbeat stuff on that album, which is like the first, I think, 3 or 4, and he transitioned to all slow cuts, even down to the Sweet Theme, which is the last song on the album, where it's jazz, just like a light jazz record, where it takes the long pause and even comes back at the end after you think the album is over. Hands down. And I mean, he don't just have, like we're saying at the beginning of the pod, he don't just have those cuts you throw on for the maturity. Hey, the song Till the Cops Come Knocking, hey, that's when you start knocking. That album has no skips. I only have 3 perfect, and I mean perfect I'll take it back, 4 perfect start to finish R&B albums.
What's up?
Number one, 112 is that first 112. Yeah. Confessions by Usher.
Yeah.
Urban Hang Suite by Maxwell, and The Miseducation by Lauryn Hill. Those 4, that's it.
Now, I'm going to have you on the Miseducation album. I'm going to have you on here for that review because, from my standpoint and a lot of other people's standpoint, it is a good CD. But it is also at the same time the most disappointing CD of all time. Because listen, hear me out. Because in my viewpoint, especially at the time, you coming off of 1996, Fugees dropped the score. We know she's the best rapper out of them. But not only she's the best rapper out of them, like people are considering Lauryn Hill of being a top 5 MC, period. Mm-hmm. And you know me, I'm a hip-hop dude through and through. So when I got the Miseducation, I thought I was about to get the magnum opus hip-hop CD. I thought I was going to get the Nas. I thought I was going to get Biggie. I thought I was about to get all this. But no, I got an R&B CD, which I didn't buy. I wasn't there to buy an R&B CD. I was there to buy a hip-hop album. I was here for the bars. And I think there's one rap song on there. It's a great rap song. She kills it. And I mean, it's a great R&B song, but it's just like the disappointment in finding out that I bought an R&B CD and not a rap CD.
So let me ask you, do you think it's just okay CD?
No, it's good. It's good because X Factor is probably top 10 R&B songs ever.
Love that song. So I think the disappointment comes where people don't love it, are situations like yours where it's like I went in expecting something and got something else.
Yeah.
But if I know you and you have an open ear and you just not gonna condemn shit. But if you take away what you thought you were going to get and just listen to the music, is it good music?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
sure.
I got you.
For sure. But it's just like I just remember that day. I remember going to Best Buy on a Tuesday. Shit, me, Nate, go get this CD. So you pop in the CD with your boy.
Yes.
And you're riding, you're doing laps around the woods, and it's not getting the boom bap. You got emotions.
Yeah. Were you in the Civic at the time?
In the Civic.
Okay.
In the Civic with the tins in the back, windows down.
The cranberry Civic.
Like why is she still single? We on track 5.
Yes.
Fuck this CD. That's where I was at with it.
Okay.
But as I gave it a chance, it's dope. Yeah, it's dope. It's a good R&B CD. It's just not what I wanted. And it's I liken it to those songs that, like, it's a song that Kendrick and Eminem have together. So you see Eminem featuring Kendrick Lamar. I'm a sucker, man. I go directly to those songs. I don't like, all right, let me hear it and I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, it has that person on it. I'm listening to it.
Yes.
I hate the song because it's not what I want. I want y'all rapping like complete maniacs. Y'all giving me a story. I don't want to hear a story from y'all. Matter of fact, it's a Kendrick and Wayne song that I hate too. I don't like the song. I don't want to hear that, man. I just want to hear y'all just bars and just go at it. And like, you got a Kendrick feature. Why waste it on something like that? So like, that's just where I'm at with certain things. Like, if you gonna drop an album, give me what I want. Now, it ended up becoming a huge CD because a bunch of dudes bought it for the reason I bought it. A bunch of females bought it because it was talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was getting played out of every College Park, Woods, Hamilton Hall, name your resident hall at Wright State nonstop. And if a girl was going through something, you knew about it.
Yes, without a doubt. But speaking of Kendrick, and this may have people be like, when they watch the pod, be like, huh? I'm not a Kendrick guy. I don't feel it at all.
At all.
Not any of his work. I mean, I like a couple songs, but I've never been a Kendrick guy. Just not.
Not even Good Kid, Mad City.
It just never like sparked anything or touched anything. And I listen to anything, and I have a wide array of music that I love and listen to and like and even run back. But that Kendrick just don't move the meter. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly, I remember listening to it on a road trip one time, and I was like I called myself like making a conscious effort to give this a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, next. Nah, next. Like it. I don't know what it is. To my ear, though, I can tell you this. To my ear, his bars aren't clear to me.
He's like, a very fast rapper.
Very. Like, and I'm like, and you and I even touched on like that sped up flow, not like Bone Thugs and Harmony, but we touched on it in the Reasonable Doubt pod that you had me on. Like rappers who da-da-da-da-da. That shit, I need to be able to hear what you're saying. Like, I need clear, concise words, like phrases, thoughts, all that. Kendrick don't do it for me, man. Like, and I know people gonna be like, oh, this nigga tripping. Just don't move me.
Yeah, at all. My boy JG gonna come for your neck. Young A Dizzle gonna come for your neck. Them two is gonna come for your neck, boy. Not even the damn album. Not even damn.
What? Whoa. There were a few songs on Damn that I was like, okay. Like, he had the slower record. Money. What was that song? Lovely. That, like, because I could understand a little bit. But other than that, like I remember having a full argument with a cat about that Damn album, right? So I forget what year Damn came out, but that same year,
17?
what was 17?
I think it was 17.
It was 17. That same year, Sci-Hi the Prince had a mixtape come out. I think it was No Dope on Sundays.
Yeah.
I'm arguing with the dude like, hey, No Dope on Sundays probably the best rap album of that year. He was like, what, over Damn? I was like, hey, just saying, I can understand what dude's saying. Like, I love Sci-Hi too, you know, so I'm a little biased, but Kendrick don't. And I want to like him. Like, I want to give him a fair shot and like him, and I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to force myself to like him, but not feeling it.
I gave Kendrick a shot after Good Kid, Mad City because I heard Section 80 and I was like, it's all right. But Good Kid, Mad City is so relatable to how I grew up and to doing like just like very borderline. Like you dabbling on doing some extra stupid shit, but you keep making sure you keep making the right decision. And that's how I feel about J. Cole. Like J. Cole speaks directly to me. J. Cole speaks to exactly how I was as a kid and things that he rapped about. And that honestly, like that's how hip hop is. Like now, it's either you a J. Cole dude or you a Kendrick dude.
I love J. Cole.
So you a Cole dude. Now I am a huge J. Cole fan, but I believe that Kendrick is the better rapper. But I wave the flag for the homie J. Cole for sure.
I love J. Cole, man. J. Cole reminds me of, and I love this, J. Cole, where hip hop has always been influenced by the street side of it, of life. Like they say, it's the story of the rusty spoon the rusty fork trying to eat like the silver spoon. That's what hip hop has always been like. J. Cole was the equivalent of the opposite. The kid who didn't really grow up hood, went to school, did what he's supposed to do, all of that, you know, go off to college.
Yeah.
And J. Cole made it relatable.
Yeah.
Kanye was first to me with that, where Kanye was like, ain't got to rap about dope. I can rap about getting fresh, you know, shit that other cats my age, you know, could relate to too, also.
Yeah.
So J. Cole was that guy. I was like, he reminded me of a cat from Cincinnati that grew up in Forest Park who, you know, might have went to Princeton, didn't grow up in the hood, went off to, you know, but still made dope music. Mm-hmm. So I'm a Cole guy. I like Cole. I'm you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and give Kendrick another shot.
Give my boy another run, man. Give the boy K-Dot another run.
I got you.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you jumping on here, man. First R&B selection on the Rewind podcast. It was only right to have you on here, man, because we used to have them epic battles of mixtapes, of slow tapes and everything like that. Do you remember the showdown we had that you robbed me, that you had the Russian judge?
Yes. I mean, now granted, my work was all around better anyway, but I mean, I had some influence over the judge. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because the mix I made was full of songs that, you know, she played anyway when I was over there. So, I mean, right in my wheelhouse. I'm the Houston Astros. I know what pitch coming. You know? Right. We beating on the trash can. So I know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
And I just remember it so vividly. The look she was getting on her face, the smile, and then I would play my song like, yeah, you played this at this party. Yeah, I mean that's the point. Then boom, like, oh yeah, this is like you went with the deep cuts.
Yes.
So and I went with the popular cut.
Yes.
I learned a valuable lesson that day. Hey, expand your mind. Expand. Yes. Deep cuts win. Deep cuts win. Deep cuts win.
And I will say, there are 2 times in particular that you had a big impact on my slow groove compilations and slow groove collections. One, I don't know if you remember this. I don't know who all went, but you went to Florida. I don't know where y'all went to kick it at. Maybe spring break,
yeah, Daytona.
And you brought me back the Carl Thomas first CD, Emotional, which is a classic. That's another one with no skips.
Factual.
From start to finish, you brought me that one back from Florida. I don't know where you got it, how you got it. That's neither here nor there. That album, I was like, okay, Kev blessed me with some dopeness. And I don't know if you remember this. This is around the time I was like, always at y'all apartment, kicking your ass on the game, background. You gave me TP2.com had come out. You had burned me a copy of it. When I say that stayed in rotation. I mean, from the start when it hey, that you gave me that a copy of that, and I remember I lost it. And my girl at the time, like her and I had like a full argument because I was like, "Hey, what you doing with my CD? Like I'm hot. Like I would come home from class, throw it on. I'm getting ready to go out, throw it on. I'm into some foolishness, throw it on. Like that was my shit. And I couldn't find that CD, Kev. Like I'm talking about, I was ready to like end the relationship, like walk out the crib, all of that. But them two contributions from you really enhanced my my slow jams, like my slow jam collection, man. Them two. I appreciate that, brother.
Sure. I got two more questions for you since you brought up the boy R. Kelly and Carl Thomas. One, is the Carl Thomas the last great Bad Boy CD?
Ooh.
Cause I think it is. I'm about to pull this up, man. This is off the cuff. This isn't on the script, so forgive us. Bad Boy Records. Let's see. All right, discography. Obviously, Ready to Die.
Of course.
Craig Mack, Project Funk the World. Faith Evans, Faith, classic by the way.
Classic.
Total, self-titled. 112, self-titled. Biggie, Life After Death.
Classic.
Puff, No Way Out. Mace Harlem World. Shouts out to AP.
Yes, sir.
The Locks, Money, Power, Respect. Faith, Keep the Faith. Quality project right there.
Mm-hmm.
Total, Kima Keisha Pam. 112, Room 112. Mace, Double Up. Puff, Forever. B.I.G. Born Again. Black Rob, Life Story, decent.
Love that album.
It's some smoke on there for sure. Carl Thomas, the year is 2000, Emotional. Then we got also in 2000, Shine, self-titled. Got some bangers on there. Wouldn't put there nowhere near a classic. Dream, I forgot they was even on the label. 112, Part 3 had a lot of singles on there, but no actual slow jam bangers.
Right.
Now this is possible. I will have to go back and listen to it. Diddy and the Family, The Saga Continues. That's on there. G-Dep, Child of the Ghetto, Faith, Faithfully, Bad Boys 2 soundtrack, The Band, Too Hot for TV.
That album was terrible. Awful. And I wanted it to be good so bad.
My nigga Chopper.
Chopper. That album was terrible. Bro.
As you would say, shit in a bag.
Shit in a bag.
Loon. Loon just got out. Shouts out to Loon.
Shout out to Loon.
Self-titled. I wouldn't even know a song on that album, by the way. This is a trash album from 112. Hot and Wet. Terrible album.
Terrible.
Carl Thomas. Let's talk about it.
Awful.
Mario Winans. Hurt No More. Okay, here we go. A decent joint. 8 Ball and MJG. Remember they had a little brief stop over there. Living Legends. That was decent. Mace, Welcome Back. Shouts out to AP. New Edition had a album on Bad Boy. One Love. I don't even remember nothing off of there. Boys in the Hood, self-titled, that gave us a little feature of Jeezy.
Jeezy.
B5, self-titled, The Black Rob Report, the Biggie duets, Young Jock, New Jock City, Cassie, self-titled, Danny D. Kane, self-titled, Puff, Press Play, Biggie Greatest Hits, 8 Ball and MJG, Riding High. Like, it's a lot of shit on here that I don't even remember, man. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was the last great.
That Carl Thomas. That Carl Thomas, yeah, I gotta agree. That's the last great album from Bad Boy. Because there's a lot of shit in there that was like, nah.
Just because you produce a couple singles don't make your album great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what was the second question? You said one.
All right.
What was the second?
We started off talking about R. Kelly because this is our first R&B pod. Where do you stand with the R. Kelly? Can you play his music? Can we do a review on the R. Kelly album? With everything we know about R. Kelly now, where we know where his mindset was, not only he was doing in his personal life behind closed doors, but what his pen was telling us he was doing behind closed doors. Can we still enjoy these songs? Can, as a DJ, play these songs? As a podcast host, can we review these albums? What's your thoughts?
I'm not in the popular crowd when it comes to R. Kelly. I've never been a big person on sheepthink or groupthink when it comes to pretty much anything. And sometimes my wife say I'm just a contrarian for the sake of being a contrarian. But I think we knew it's been a not even a secret, but it's been something that we've known, especially in our community, for years about what R. Kelly was doing, early on with the whole Aaliyah thing. And some people might have thought it was speculation and all that, but come to find out it wasn't, dealing with her at such a young age. But at that moment, we still pressed on, and we as a community overlooked it. Not Hollywood, but the music world overlooked it. And I'll even say Hollywood, being as though he had some big songs on big soundtracks. But we overlooked it. Even when the sex tape came out with the young lady, with the young girl that he went to court for.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knew what it was, went to court for it. We overlooked it. And now I find it very hypocritical that we as a community now, so engulfed and so big on cancel culture, we see now, okay, so now the mainstream media has really picked it up and pushed forward with it. So now everybody's outraged and appalled. And everybody's like, nah, we should listen to it. Where was this outrage when we knew the tape was out when he went to court?
Right.
Period. So and there have been other musicians that we've overlooked their missteps and fuck ups and crimes and stuff like that, and shortcomings that we're willing to overlook and keep playing their music and keep supporting them and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's kind of hypocritical that now all of a sudden we want to cancel the guy out. Arguably the greatest R&B singer, at least in my opinion, one of the greatest writers of all time. And I got to agree with Boosie when he said nobody can fuck with him if they did a versus battle. You tell me one person that can fuck with R. Kelly doing a versus.
I give you two. Prince and MJ.
I know we love those two, and we're supposed to hold those two up here like how we elevate and lift up Jordan and all that, but come on, man. Come on, Kev. Mike made some hits. Mike made some bullshit too now.
Man, we can go to anything after I'm bad, you can throw on the floor. You can say like, all right, you just really need motherfucking Off the Wall and Thriller. And
now, are we saying this because and hear me out on this, kid? Are we saying this about Mike because he was so popular at a time when popularity for a black pop star was not at an all-time high? There weren't really a lot of black pop stars. You had to fit into a box of R&B, soul, blues, jazz, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There were very few people who were ever able to elevate to pop star. And when you're a pop star, they gonna gas it and gas it and gas it.
Yeah.
It's like when Britney Spears was hot, they gassed it. Backstreet Boy, like that whole movement, they gassed it so much. I think we hold Mike. Now, Mike has made some great albums. Thriller, great album. A lot of sales. But is it good music?
Hell yeah.
The nigga couldn't sing.
Not no more. But back in the day,
Mike could never sing. Come on, man.
Come on. We ain't couldn't sing.
Mike had a dope voice. Come on, kid. I know it's Mike, but come on, kid.
But it's MJ. It's MJ off the wall. I'm an off the wall guy. I like off the wall better than Thriller.
Okay.
I just think those two of the, not only culturally and it took him to another level. Obviously, Thriller with not just the songs, but the music videos, the dance, and the entertainment factor. Yeah, R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a monster. R. Kelly is. He is the best pen. He is the best pen of all time.
Yes.
He is the best pen of all time. But I do think, like you said, I was and still am a Aaliyah fanatic. You know what I'm saying? And that growing up back then, I think a lot of people overlooked it because we all saw that in high school. Like, we saw the dudes that graduated from high school when we was freshmen coming back to the high school to pick up chicks. Like, dude,
right?
Gotta be 2021 by now. What is he doing up here? So, in our heads, this is this is just the norm. Like, this is like a thing. And, when they were on BET on the couch or whatever, doing an interview, dressed alike, then we just didn't think about it, especially people our age. I vividly remember my mom saying, that's disgusting. I vividly remember my mom saying that. It's I can tell he's a grown man. I can tell she's your age. That's disgusting. I remember that shit. But, you're right. We overlooked it. Once the sex tape came out, there was nothing anybody could say about R. Kelly in a good light. But he was making them jumps. TP2. Hit a hump on the back.
Hey.
Nigga, play that shit, nigga.
Hey.
Feel it on your booty. It's just these bangers.
But Kev, so I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Have you ever made a slow groove compilation and put any MJ song? Have you ever been trying to smash a chick and was like, I'm about to fuck her up with this MJ? Come on, Kev.
No, I never put an MJ.
Has MJ, outside of They Don't Really Care About Us, made a song so socially impactful or uplifting that made you be like, hey, man, this nigga tapped into the consciousness, man?
Now, some people will say, black or white will, some people would bring that song to. I didn't say I did.
If they say that, they don't look like me and you, Kev. They don't.
Come on. Saying, some people will bring that song to the table for argument.
Come on, Kev. MJ, he's dope for what he was. He's an icon. He made large video productions and all that. But Kev, you make me a list of MJ records. I make you one of Robert Kelly records. Come on, man. They don't span across every subject or anything that we're going through in life like R. Yeah, R made a lot of fucking records.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you the Twiz. He's gonna get you in there. I'm not throwing on MJ if I have a young lady coming through. Because she's gonna be thinking about her mom and her auntie and uncle that had a card party at the house. Niggas drinking E&J. Shit like that. I need her to lose all sense of what's important. You're here. We understand why you're here and why I'm here. And this is the soundtrack to this moment we're about to share. Robert gives you that. Robert Kelly gives you that. Robert Kelly that made one of the greatest graduation songs.
Factual.
Funeral song. I mean, you can play I Believe I Can Fly at a funeral, a graduation, a wedding, birthday, bar mitzvah, like anything. Quinceañera, like all of that. Dude, come on, man. Don't disrespect Robert like that, man.
I'm just asking, man, because I had this conversation with the wife, and we agreed about some songs that we would never let go of R. Kelly, no matter what anybody says. Obviously, Feeling on Your Booty is on there. Yes. Obviously, I Believe I Can Fly is on there.
Yes.
Shit. I mean, he's got a remix catalog that is crazy. Like, man. You know, Puff always claims that we invented the remix. You may have invented the remix, but R. Kelly took it to the next fucking level. Yes. I mean, and Fiesta remix will never die. I don't care about anything. That song right there, Fiesta remix, is one of the greatest party songs of all time. Now, people can, you know what I'm saying, like dissect the lyrics of other songs and You Remind Me of My Jeep and all this, whatever. And like, we can bring all that to the table. And I'll entertain it. But what I won't entertain is the deletion of Feeling on Your Booty, Believe I Can Fly, or Fiesta remix. I'll entertain everything else. But those three songs, no. I'm sorry.
Fiesta remix is in my top 5 party songs of all time.
100%.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
I mean, Boo and Gotti tore it down too. I mean, obviously Hov sets it off, but Boo and Gotti, like, yo, this is your chance, baby. You the next Lenny Bruce, nigga. Step up.
You the next Lenny Bruce. Boo and Gotti, arguably the best rap duo of all time, next to Smiles and South Star. Better know your history, young cats.
Factual.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
Hey, brother. Great convo. Appreciate you coming back on the pod, man. You know I'm going to get you back on. I'm going to reach out, man. How can people stay in contact with you? How can people get some of Young Heart's candles?
Me, I'm on IG, Heart's Dad. That's my name, HARTSDAD. Candles, candlesfromtheheart.com. Candlesfromtheheart.com. Support.
And what are the candles for again?
Candles for my now 11-year-old son, Hart, who is selling candles in order to make money over the next 7 years to pay his tuition at Howard University.
Because ain't no student loans in the Wilson household.
Fuck no.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you having me, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.